What's up, everybody? Today I'm gonna be giving you guys a little insight on the historical black person that we were assigned, but I chose to take a little different route and do someone that I've kind of been following in their footsteps. How else would I put it? Someone that I feel like resonates with me and my journey a lot, and someone I feel like has been influential in my life. That person being my older brother, Daniel Ochefu. That's his name. Um, just a quick background about him. Born in Baltimore, Maryland, on December 15th, 1993. I was also born there as well. So, we grew up in Baltimore. He started playing basketball at a young age, around like 3 or 4. My dad put the ball in his hands at a young age. He was playing in like little like mini leagues when he was younger growing up. Eventually started playing more organized club basketball, getting to about like fifth, sixth grade, going into seventh grade. And then when he was going into, I would say, going into like junior high school, that seventh, eighth grade era, that's when my family and I decided to move. My dad actually decided to literally pack up and travel, move over to Nigeria, where we are originally from, where my dad is from. Our family got up and moved over there, lived there for about 6 years. And while we were in Nigeria, my brother continued his basketball career. So he was playing in camps over there. He was playing against older guys in different leagues and stuff like that. It was it how he explained it. He would say it was tough because he hadn't at the time he hadn't played against more physical guys than him. So it definitely a learning experience for him, and it's one of the reasons I would say why he had such a, and still has such a strong playing career. Those tough times when he was really first started playing overseas in Nigeria, really I think are a big testament to why he is who he is today and why he's as tough as he is today. So we were in Nigeria. We lived there for 6 years. But it's actually crazy because my brother actually moved back over to America when he was starting up about his sophomore year in high school. He moved back over here. He was getting recruited for basketball from a bunch of different high schools. So he got recruited to go to the Westtown School in Westchester, Pennsylvania. That's where he did all 4 years of high school. He was, at his time at Westtown, he started to gain some national publicity due to his play, how well he was playing. He was rated as one of the top high school players in the country at the time. He was living out his dream, I would say. And he was taking the right steps to get to where he wanted to get to. So, I feel like coming back over to America was definitely a pivotal point in his career. It just broadened up his opportunities way more than it would have in Nigeria, and I feel like he benefited greatly from that. I don't think it couldn't have been anything better for him than making that move back to America to play basketball. So when he came back over to America, already being rated as one of the top high school players going into his junior, senior year, being recruited from schools all over the country, in a bunch of different conferences, high majors. So it was a hectic process for him when it came down to picking what school he was gonna attend for college. Me and him had conversations about this. He was down to Texas, Villanova, Marquette. I don't want to say Kansas. Those four schools he came down to, and he ended up choosing Villanova, where he went on to have a great career at. But I felt like he could have been better off at one of the other schools, maybe. But I don't hate or like I guess look down on the decision he made, because it was a great decision at the end of the day. I just at the time for me, I wanted to see him, somewhere where he's on ESPN every weekend. One of the blue blood schools, so to speak, like Kentucky or a Duke or something like that. But so going into his college career, it was actually turned out perfect that he went to Villanova. He was a 4-year starter over there. He was named to all conference teams, honorable mentions in the conference. He was the most improved player his sophomore season in the conference, and he helped his team to multiple winning seasons at the time he was there, leading into his junior and senior season, where he, as one of the captains on the team, was beneficial in why they were ranked so high those last 2 years of his career, being in the top 10 and top 5 national rankings throughout the season. So definitely he had a I would say he had a it's funny, I can't even think of the word right now, but it was a great college career, from an outsider looking in, and also having an inside look at him, having a closer look at it, being a family member. It was a great college career, capping that off his senior year with a national championship. I don't think there's anything I don't think there's a bigger stage on the college level, at least, that you can get to. I don't think there is a more surreal feeling from a player's perspective. I was watching the game live there. There wasn't a more surreal feeling from a fan perspective, especially how they won it. I'm not gonna go into too much detail on the game itself. I'm pretty sure everyone's probably seen it. If you haven't, Villanova versus North Carolina 2016 NCAA National Championship game. You can watch the last 5 minutes of the game. That's all you really need to watch if you really don't care about basketball like that. If you're a basketball junkie, I guarantee you watch the whole game. It's a great game from start to finish. You wouldn't want to miss it. But if you have seen it, you obviously know what happens. And couldn't have been a better way to close out your college career, in my opinion. So that was huge. So moving on from college, going into his professional career, he got out of school, graduated in 2016 with a degree in business marketing, I believe. I would double check on that, but yes, business marketing, seeing as he's an entrepreneur right now. But his first season out of college, he signed with the Washington Wizards. His first 2 seasons, played with the Wizards for those years, and then he got traded to the Boston Celtics, played a year in Boston, with them and their G League affiliate team, and then got traded to Chicago, where that was, in his opinion, his worst stop in his professional career. He didn't really like Chicago. The weather was really cold. It was probably not the best 3 months out of his professional career, he would say. And then moving on from Chicago, he then got to the sunny California, where you're at actually. He was in Sacramento, played with the Sacramento Kings, signed a 2-way contract with the Sacramento Kings. So he played 50% with the Sacramento Kings and 50% with their G League affiliate. After the season concluded that year, which is 2019, he then went overseas and started his overseas basketball journey. First in Spain, he spent 4 months in Spain, and then he signed a deal, which is his most recent current playing scenario, which was in Japan. He was playing for the Ibaraki Robots, I believe I said that right, where he really enjoyed, he really liked. He didn't think he would like the experience, but it turned out to be one of the better experiences in his life, traveling wise at least. So that was interesting to hear and talk about with him. He's been currently a free agent basketball wise. Still looking to sign a deal moving forward. So he's currently just been working out, keeping his body in shape, keeping his body right, trying to do what he can to keep his pockets full. And part with that is being a part-time, he calls himself a serial entrepreneur, which I would say what I think he is. He is fully involved in the stock market. He is trading. He is, what else? He's on the charts. I know that for sure. He is definitely on the charts. He's on his computer, he's on his phone, he's on his tablet all day, looking at trades, looking at, different ways he can, try and build his money. So, and I respect him 100% for that. He's teaching me a little bits and parts of it as well, so which has been also been good. So, I feel like he has been a influential and very beneficial person in my life, being his little brother. So, I don't think I'd ask for anyone else who could probably guide me through life better than he has. So for that, I, love him till Lord knows when. If he sees this, I don't really like you that much, dude, but hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you and have a good day.